Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Stardew Valley. I'm currently in version 1.11, so 1.11. I guess this is technically it's probably version 1.1.1. He had some bug fixes to fix, like a whole bunch that realized were in people found in 1.1 that were kind of important. So once again, the changelog will be posted down in the description. But real quick, I did want to mention a few of the things that were actually relevant because there was some actual changes to features in the game. Remember the Galaxy Dagger was 350,000. Well, he corrected it down to 35,000, which makes more sense. That was a bug fix. As far as changes go, farm buildings can now be placed in more areas. Remember, even if you just had some random grass growing on your farm, you had to go back and get rid of it before you can move the buildings or build them in that location. He changed it so it's a little bit more lenient. He said all of the brand new farm maps, like the different versions, all of them have some sort of fishing. Before, I think some of them didn't have any water at all, but now they can all do some sort of fishing on the farm. However, the Riverlands one still has these special, more superior fishing that goes on there, and they can also now have little splash fishing nodes and ore panning in the Riverlands that are extra. On the Riverlands and Forest maps, some bushes can be destroyed with an upgraded axe. Digging spots now appear on the farm, or on the hilltop farms, but less chances on other farms. He increased the prices of slime eggs, which was interesting. I didn't know that you could sell them for really very much money, but they're actually worth a lot of money, and he really upgraded them, so we can actually start selling them and converting our slime eggs into them, because green sell for 1,000, blue sells for 1,750, red sells for 2,500, and purple sells for 5,000 G. The Wicked statue, which we know you can make, but we didn't really know it has a purpose. Apparently now, if you place it in your slime hutch, it prevents the witch from cursing it. And I did not know that the witch could curse it. I know the witch can curse your chicken eggs, but you kind of want that to happen. But I don't know what the witch can do to my slime hutch. I've never seen it happen before, so maybe that'll happen sometime soon, or I'll have to look it up. The mutant bug lair, he fixed a whole bunch of stuff in that. We had been in there before. We never really had much issue with bugs, but he fixed a bunch of those every day, and a lot of those bugs. And it's now supposed to be, if you want to go in there every day and hunt the bugs and any resources in there, you can now do that. And then, yeah, on the forest map, he expanded the region where items can spawn, not just on the grassy area to the left. They can kind of spawn all over your town. So those were the gist of the bugs, again, or the feature changes. There's a whole bunch of other bugs. I looked over them. None of them were really that amazing. I just know a couple that we've had, like the forage items can spawn outside of regions where you can walk and get into. He fixed that. He fixed where things would spawn under tree stumps. So a whole bunch. I'll put that down in the description below if you want to see the full changelog. But for today, in this episode, we will be beginning the first day of year 3. So the first of spring for year 3 here on the Otterdale farm. And I'm very excited to see what is going to be happening. Once again, everything... Ooh. Cutscene. Grandpa, my dear boy, I thought it wasn't coming till the summertime. It's been many years since we last spoke. You were just a little boy, do you remember? Look how far you've come. Though you may have forgotten me, I've been here all along. You see, my body has departed this world, but my heart will always remain in Stardew Valley. You've been here 2 years now. I'm so proud of you, my boy. You're a better farmer than I ever was, and you've brought great honor to the family name. I can feel it now. My spirit is finally put to rest. Bless you. The future of Otterdale Farm is in your hands now. Farewell. Well, that was interesting. I guess I should mention one thing. I usually just play. I ended the episode last time, and then it started to load up spring, and then I just quit and left the game as soon as that happened, because it doesn't save, and I figured it would replay it. But there was a cutscene when I just loaded up the spring before I quit after the last episode, and the cutscene basically moved over to the grandfather's grave, and then the candles turned on them. We'll go look at that in a second. Let's quickly check in here. I don't notice any music. I'm worried that maybe the update to 1.11 messed something up, or... Okay, yeah, so they're just completely starting from the start. Let's see about the weather. And the fortunes for today, somewhat annoyed. Let's take a look at the spring. Of course, we need to make sure we can dance with someone for the flower dance. Any important birthdays? Haley's, I guess. Let's go outside. Okay, here we go. Maybe this is the cutscene. Never mind. It happened. It's re-showing the cutscene. Yeah. As I got on to quit the game. There you go. Those just like turned on. So it was waiting for the cutscene. Never mind. Forget. Nothing got broken. Nothing got broken at all. That cutscene scene, grandfather was new. Maybe that's just like the first time you reload the farm in year 3. You'll see that. So we have a whole bunch of exciting stuff to take a look at here. Let's see. Evelyn gave us a chocolate cake, and everything is so green. Our shed is completed. I forgot how green this game looks. Oh, and there's stone back here now. Again, I don't know what this little thing is. That happened. The shed is finished. There's stuff trying to grow everywhere. Let's take a look inside here. Let's take a look on our shed. It only took 1 day to build. Ah, okay, so I think it actually increases the space as far as like how much space it takes up outside, then inside there's more. So looks like it's plain, but we can get this decorated and get some resources in that as we need to. All right, we should have a whole bunch of exciting stuff going on the farm because we should have some new fruit growing on the trees. I noticed that over there as well. And go take a look at that first. So our cherry trees, of course, in spring, it makes sense that the cherries are growing. So that should be our very first cherry. The other 2 trees, I guess, were summer trees, maybe. Because I know there was 2 spring, 2 summer, and 2 fall. Or one of those was fall. I'm not sure. Maybe these are summer. So that's our first cherry. We'll have to ship that away. We'll ship it away because there's the cherry there. And we already have the apple, which I know was fall. And I think the pomegranate was fall too. So maybe one of these is a peach or something. I don't even remember what the trees were, but I think those 2 are there. So let's take a look at our grandfather's statue. Why is there a slime up there? He's been stuck up there for a very long time. I'm not sure what happened with that. Ooh, the Statue of Perfection. You found a peculiar statue behind Grandpa's shrine. Grandpa's shrine. Oh. So I remember the note. Maybe it was just year 3 in general, spring of year 3 instead of summer of year 3. But this is what what I've heard. I'm pretty sure just happened. So we're in year 3. I don't know what the criteria is to have considered like a perfect farm. I don't know if it's you complete the community center, or you just have like done so many things. But basically, the grandfather was coming back. He was going to judge the farm, and spring began, and these lit up, and he was like, "I approve of the farm." And since I relogged in a couple days later, you could see that he had the cutscene. He approved of the work that we did, and now we have this lovely Statue of Perfection. It's made of pure iridium. And this is something to decorate on the farm. It's like a sign that like we have completed basically what the main point of the game, essentially like the main storyline of the game, I believe, is now considered complete. So actually, that's very exciting. I was not expecting this to happen today in this episode at all. So I'm very happy that happened. We'll just place this down here and see if it does anything. No, it's just a decorative statue of iridium. So of course we have all these sideline collectibles to finish off, and then a couple of the sideline quests, of course, that were added here in the new update. Although we've already finished that sideline quest, we just now have the things to build. So really kind of exciting that we have finished that off. I was not expecting to do that. Let's get these shipped off. We'll keep these. I guess we can go run into town next. Oh, actually, let me check my stuff around town because I want to see if we have enough cloth to try and get the windmill built today, or get that started to be built. And of course we won't because there's none in here from my rabbit. There is only 1 egg in here today. That's interesting. You know what we can do? We can let them outside for the first time in a while. Although I don't know if I want to do that because I want to be able to move these around. We're going to keep them inside for at least a couple days as I try and get some stuff ready, although lots of grass going. Maybe I'll let these guys out just because I know that the pig can finally get us some truffles. Alright, Alright, so we're not going to be able to build the windmill for probably a few more days until we get some more cloth, but again, I'm not too worried about that. Okay. Nothing special looks like it happened on the farm. And we have a lot of cleanup to do on the farm, but that's expected with the change of the seasons. And I think I'm going to go run into town now. I want to go check Pierre's because we'll see if he has the brand new crops or really anything new going on for year 3 or because of the update. So we're going to go peek in here. Good to hear the classic Stardew Valley theme here for town. Okay, of course we've got our basic stuff here. Garlic. I don't see it. Maybe it was a summer and fall, not a spring and summer for coffee. So we can make sugar and wheat flour now on the farm, but I'm assuming maybe down the road rice is going to be something we can farm, and oil and vinegar will be something we can make with something else on the farm soon, considering that's what I thought he was going to do. So cherry, that was spring. Apricot was spring. Or maybe apricot I needed. No, this was 2000. I think that was like the first tree I grew. Orange is summer and peach is summer. Okay, these are the last 2 fruits we need, so we actually won't have them until the summertime, so we have to wait a little bit longer, unfortunately. All right, well, coffee must be later then, so sorry to disappoint on that front. I thought we were going to get to see that. It's good to see everything so darn green. What is... Oh, it's pointing to something way up here. A whole bunch of stuff over here as well. Because I've had so much luck getting things lit recently, I'm kind of going on my way to find artifact spots to try and get the last of those artifacts we still needed to find. I'm going to check up on a few things online about a few things that changed in the game, and then I think after that I'll decide what I'm going to do the rest of this episode. I might just do some work on the farm off screen for a day or two and then move some stuff around and really start to develop the farm, or I'll be down in the mines and doing a few other shenanigans. So let me go check up on a few things and then I'll pick it back up. Ooh, cutscene for Alex. Kind of surprised. Just randomly walked in their house to go visit everybody. Oh, maybe do we have 8 hearts with him now? Look, he's doing his weights. Ooh, a shirtless Alex. Oh, hey, I was just doing my daily strength training routine. Sorry, I have no shirt on. Mike, I've been meaning to talk to you about something. I've started to realize that, well, that I've been really rude towards you in the past. And you know, about going pro and all that. I guess I remember being rude at like the start, but everyone was rude to us at the start, and I thought this was like a murder mystery town. I guess I might not actually be cut out for professional sports. Maybe it was just a childish dream, you know? I'll put your mind to it. You can do anything, Alex. Anyway, I wanted to apologize to you for bragging and being annoying about it. I appreciate that you stayed friends with me through all of that. Is that how like all of these go, where everyone doesn't like treat me very well? And then at the end they change, and like the parts about them that were annoying become like normal, maybe, if that's the right word, or just they lose that characteristic that we just didn't really like Linus too. Oh no, that might have been maybe he had a 7-heart event, I guess. Maybe he did. Okay, so we need to get some characters to 8 hearts. That's single. Because then after that point, we can give them the bouquet of flowers. And then after that, we get them to 10 hearts. And then we ask them to marry us, move in, we propose to them with a little ring. And that definitely needs to happen very soon. So let's see, who's the next closest? Emily, ironically. But I probably need to... Haley's birthday's coming up, so we'll see if we can get a couple hearts up to change. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep going for Alex, which is why I came in here to give him a beer. So I knew he liked that as one of his gifts. I know he appreciates that. Oh, I can't talk. I'm doing my exercises. I'm not sure where Evelyn is, but we'll go. Let's give him an egg. You can just have an egg, sir. Yes, I want to be friends with everybody. Okay, after doing a bit of research online, because of course these aren't, I've got the point now where I've said that I look up a lot of things online now in order to figure out what I should be doing next, or the details, so I don't waste too much time hunting down the last bits of things we need to complete the collectibles of this game. And what I'm going to do first is a little bit of fishing. So of course we know they added 2 new fish, and I should have figured this out on my own, and would have had I just not been impatient. Is the 2 new areas we've been to, you can catch new fish there. And that's what I'm going to do. And while I do that, I'll be explaining a few other details of some of the stuff that has just gone on. So first up, in here, of course, there's water. And I said that before, I'm like, there's water in all these places. So you can catch a fish in here. This should be, I believe, which makes sense, the void salmon. So I'm going to go ahead and try and catch this. It's the only fish I believe you can catch here, and there's nothing to interfere with you, and it doesn't seem it's too difficult. So I think we'll just go ahead and catch. But the grandpa thing, he was indeed supposed to return on the 1st of spring. And all 4 of those candles that lit up is a determination of how much he approves. So you can either get 0 to 4 candles basically lit up. And the amount of candles that lit up depends on the amount of things that you do. And you need a point system. So the point system covers a whole bunch of different stuff. Basically anything from how much money you've made to achievements you've done, to your friendship levels, and just some other random things. I forgot how to fish. Oh, this isn't too difficult to catch. This is like medium upper difficulty. I say that, and I've forgotten how to fish. As fishing is the last thing we need to get to level 10, so I definitely need to spend more time doing it. I'm just not very good at it. Wow. I forgot how to fish. I'm sorry. That was the first fish I have tried to catch in about 2 or 3 months. So give me a little bit of break on that. And I'm also reading the play. I have my other second monitor. I was like reading some of the details. So you need to get 12 points, and there's like 20 something available. And I believe I got 13 points. So if you make a million G, then you get like 7 points, because you basically get points depending on how much money you've made total. We've gotten, like, most of them have level 10, so we got a point for that, although I don't have all of them perfect, so I didn't get that point. The achievements, I didn't get any of those points because I don't have a completed museum, fish, or shipping question, so didn't have that to deal with. But I made up for that because in the other category, there we go, avoid it. Oh, it looks so cool. It's a cool looking fish. 2 topaz. So in the other category, I got 5 because I got the skull key, the rusty key, and the community center is accessible. Friendship, I actually don't think I got any of those because you need like 8 hearts with 5 villagers. Don't have that. 8 hearts with 10. At least 4 hearts with your pet, which I didn't know I had hearts with my pet. I might actually have that. I'm not sure. And then the fully upgraded house. So I didn't get all of them, but I got a large amount of them. And I got my 12 points, and I got reevaluated. Now, if you fail the evaluation on like the 1st of spring and you want to get evaluated somewhere down the road when you know you have more points, all you have to do is put a diamond inside of our friend. Like sacrifice a diamond to the shrine of your grandfather where he's buried, and then he'll reevaluate you again with another cutscene the next time you load the map up, and you'll either decide if you get it or you don't. And now we have that iridium statue as the reward. So that was how that worked. We caught ourselves the void salmon. The other one was the slime jack. Whoops. The other new fish is the slime jack, so we'll go try and catch that because it's not too terribly late. I think we'll have time to go run down here and do it. Basically, this one is in the place that they added in the sewers, which makes sense. The other new place that had water nearby. So we'll go quickly take a peek down there. I also just want to check with him real fast. And I don't think this one, again, like the other ones, is not too terribly difficult to catch, and it's not too terribly rare because there's only like one type of fish to catch. However, it's difficult because you have the flying bugs that are constantly attacking you, so it makes fishing rather difficult. So I think, yeah, see, they'll start flying after you, and it makes it really a challenge and probably really annoying to hunt. So we're gonna try this now. I hear some more forming to come after us. If I walk anywhere closer to those, then they'll all transform. So I'm just gonna stay right here in the fish. There we go. Like, I wonder if this thing started attacking us now, like, what would happen? I don't think we've ever fished. Oh, there we go. That was easy. Slime Jack, brand new fish. So I think this is actually the only place that you can fish and possibly get attacked. Because everywhere else, all the other fishing levels in the mines, and anywhere on the surface, monsters can't attack you, which is rather interesting. So I wonder if something would have tried to attack me while fishing. If that I think it just becomes a problem, like it'll just keep taking your hearts, but you'll be able to sacrifice, or wow, be able to fish. It'll just keep taking your hearts, so it won't be too big of an issue. Those 2 new fish are not used in anything. They were just added as extras in those regions. So now we're back to the only fish we need to catch. Are the 3 legendary fish. This one we have to get to level 10 fishing and catch every other fish, but this is the winter one, which hopefully we'll be able to get to next winter because we'll be level 10 and I'll be practicing some more. And this one I believe is the summer. I'll have to check which one was the spring, or maybe this is this, or I think this is spring, this is summer, and this is winter. So we'll have to get this next spring of year 4, and this will be winter of year 3. Or winter of year 3, and this will hopefully be summer of the upcoming year, and I'll be level 10 before I try and catch any of those because they were just a little bit too hard for me to catch, and I'm not going to be ready to do that. Okay. Last but not least of the new things we were inquiring about, coffee beans. You actually do not get coffee from Pierre. The coffee beans are sold pretty regularly from the travel cart lady now, and then the dust sprites now have a rare chance of dropping them down in the mines, and of course I'm not really going to be hunting much of those anymore because in the past I had done that, and not too much of a reason for me to do that now that I've killed all the ones that I need to kill. So that was kind of sort of convenient. Would have been convenient if I was still hunting 1,000 of those, but I think we'll just check at the traveling cart this upcoming weekend to see if we have it. They are grown in spring and summer, and you basically, use them to make coffee, which is a cooking item, I believe. You put it in a keg, but it's interesting because coffee's not on here. The coffee bean is. However, if you go to cooking, I don't think coffee's on it either, because it's not something you make cooking here at the table, but it's something you can like buy in town, but now you make it out of the keg. So technically, if you make it out of the keg, it really should be added to like the collections, just like the beers and the wines. It should be added to this, but I think he just missed that and it didn't get added because maybe it's got kind of confused because it was already something that's like considered a cooking thing, although I don't think I see it here. So again, not too big of a deal, but we'll go ahead and sleep anyway. At the end of the day, it's basically a plant where you grow it. It takes like a couple weeks, like a week or so to grow, and then after that, after every harvest, like every couple days, you can just keep reharvesting them, and there you go. So it's something we can also consider placing in the greenhouse if I don't get them till later from the traveling lady. So I'm not too worried about that, just because it could be much later when I get it, but I have the greenhouse, so I never have to worry about having to grow things within a limited scene. Actually, let me see on the fortune teller. Good humor today. So maybe today we'll go ahead and get those strange buns from down below in the mines, because if we can get the strange buns, then oh, that was nice of him. If we can get the strange buns, it'll be good, because we can get that last secret item, and then we can also maybe have monsters spawn on here. What? What? That's awesome. The iridium statue, I guess it's like every day I'm going to get iridium ore, 7 iridium ore. Maybe it's like the worm bin. I'm just going to get iridium ore all the time. If so, that is awesome. That is really awesome. Like super awesome. That's like more iridium than going down in the mines sometimes. Alright, we'll let those grow all day. Wow, we have so much cleanup to do on here. I don't know where my pet is. See, I don't know how many hearts I am with my pet. It doesn't show it anywhere, and it's not on the list. And if you interact with it, you don't really see it. So I guess it's just like a hidden thing that we love our pet. Alright, well, I think I'm going to go get the strange bun and just do daily tasks on the farm, and if something exciting happens, I'll give you guys a look. But I think that covered a lot of stuff with the new update from 1.1 and also 1.11. And we need some wool, which we can get some today. Yes. While on the farm, digging up some stuff, found another artifact. So that was great. We're about full. Also need to go buy a bunch of normal geodes. Meaning to search for that too, but that'll be lower on the list right now. I'm gonna head in the mines and try and get myself some strange buns. Get myself a couple of those. Well, this is going to be it for this episode of Stardew Valley. Next time, we will be building our windmill. We'll see if we can get the strange bun and get some more geodes to try and finish up a few small things and also just do some general fishing, a lot of off-screen work, but there is a few exciting things coming up for next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. See ya! Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. If you'd like to check out another Let's Play I did, check out my Super Mario World Let's Play for the Super Nintendo by clicking here in the top left. If you'd like to check out my Minecraft server Avius, click here in the top right. You can follow me on Twitter, and if you like what you've seen so far and you have yet to subscribe, click the big banner below.